Hello my loves, I hope you are having a beautiful day. I wanted to do a training for you today to really help you understand your own psychology and the way that you will manifest more precisely and more effectively based on your own psychology. So this is a really simple, straightforward way of working out what is your predominant manifesting style. Okay, so think back to when you were in school. How did you like to learn, or what were your favorite subjects? Your favorite subjects are a good way of knowing what kind of natural cognitive style is most sort of dominant for you. So what subjects did you enjoy in school? How did you most like to learn? And if you were to learn a language now as an adult, how would you pick up that language? So would you, for example, listen to that language? Would you listen to like audios or podcasts or like audio trainings in that language? Would you listen to music in that language? Would that help you pick up the language quickly? Or would you watch films in that language? Would you draw diagrams and create your own kind of visuals about learning the language? So I always used to do posters and stuff when I was revising for exams because I'm very visual. So I would create posters and I would create like diagrams, and I can still see to this day I had drawn very eloquently a beautiful picture of a brain and labelled all the parts of the brain, and I stuck it on the wall in my bathroom. So whenever I was in the bath, I was staring at a brain, and I can still see that now on like pink craft paper. Anyway, so if you were learning a language, would you like draw things so you could visualize the words or like the grammar structure, for example? Would you go to the country? That's another favorite of mine, is, you know, really immersing yourself so you can learn that way. So if you were learning Spanish, would you go and have like a month in Spain and really immerse yourself and actually chat to the locals, and that would be the way that you would learn quickest? Or would you read it? Would you read books in that language to help you learn? Or would you write? You know, all of these things, these are learning styles that you're probably already familiar with, but they absolutely apply to how you manifest as well. So think about your favorite subjects. Were they subjects that involved a lot of visual aspects? Were they subjects that were more hands-on and doing, so things like drama or PE? Or did you like things where you would read or write a lot, like English literature, for example? These will give you indications as to what your dominant learning style is. Or the language example can really help you as well. Another example that can help is, imagine we are putting together some flat pack furniture. I am not great at flat pack furniture because I just get stuck in. I just have a go and try and kind of figure it out as I go. Would you do the same? And we probably end up in a bit of a pickle. Or are you someone who would read the instructions? Would you look at the diagrams? Would you go on YouTube and find a video of someone giving you a walkthrough of how to do it? Or would you listen to that YouTube clip of someone explaining how to put the furniture together? So you can see how these examples will show you kind of where your dominant learning style is. But whatever your dominant learning style is, and we all have aspects of all of them, right? But you will have one that is more predominant. And that is therefore going to be the way that you psychologically can get your brain on board with your manifesting as well. So let me know in the comments what comes up for you. What is the most kind of active learning style for you? And then we can dive into how that translates into how you manifest and how you create and align with the life that you want to live and what you're here to achieve and experience. But the other thing that this connects to, which of course I work with the psychology of manifestation, but I also connect to your spirit guides as well and your psychic senses to help your manifestations. This will likely also connect to your own psychic ability. So if you are someone who would prefer to listen, so you're listening to this right now, you may or may not be watching me on the screen as well. If you are just listening to the words and you really like listening to podcasts, if you were putting together that piece of furniture, you would listen to someone on YouTube talking you through it, or you ring a friend, or in my case, it's normally I ring my dad and say, how on earth do I put this together, and listen to the instructions. If that is you, you are probably more clairaudient. So your spirit guides will probably come through to you either through a song on the radio, or you might just get like a voice, and it might be your own voice, or it might be a familiar voice, or it might be a voice that you've never heard before that will come through to give you guidance. Okay, you're probably somebody who also quite enjoys like guided meditation, for example. So once you know your dominant learning style, once you know your dominant way that your spirit guides connect with you, they're more than likely the same. This tells you exactly how you as an individual, as a unique being, will manifest most precisely and most effectively, because it's based on your psychology and it's also based on your spiritual connection. And this is how your energy, your frequency is most alive when you're in this kind of space. So let me know in the comments if this makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know what leading style comes up for you. And I will then do a part 2 where we can look at those dominant styles and how this actually then translates for you when it comes to manifesting. And I don't want to give you more tools and more practices, but I will share with you the way that you are naturally manifesting your reality already anyway, based on those most dominant styles. So do let me know in the comments, and stay tuned for part 2.